We now move on to the Capitol, though, and about an hour from now, House lawmakers will meet to debate and vote on a new version of President Biden's social spending package and the bipartisan infrastructure bill. The House Rules Committee met late last night to discuss the Build Back Better Act. The latest version of the bill restores paid family and medical leave. However, it will need support from every Democrat in the Senate if and when it passes the House. Laura Podesta is in New York with the latest. Laura, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Anne-Marie. So can the House Democrats push this thing across the finish line today? That's the big question. And they're racing against time because next week, Congress is on a break.
Democrats worked late into the night yesterday trying to get the nearly $2 trillion social spending plan passed by the House. It covers everything from expanded child care to climate change initiatives.
We're going to deliver something huge at the level of the Great Society and the New Deal for the country, and that is going to be a big success.
But it'll only be a success if it's in fact taken up for a vote. House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has been optimistic she'll be able to bring it to the floor today. Then it would be sent on to the Senate, where every single Democrat and the 2 independents would have to be on board with the plan in order for it to pass. Moderates like Senator Joe Manchin of West Virginia have been pushing back against the cost and some of the content, like paid family leave, which he believes should be handled outside this bill.
We can do that in a bipartisan way. We can make sure it's lasting.
The plan includes universal pre-K, an extension of the child care tax credit, plus tax credits and investments in clean energy, health care, and funding for affordable housing. Republicans insist the price tag is too high.
Inflation is growing, and the more we spend here in Washington, the more we expand government, the worse that problem is going to be.
Many Republicans are supportive of a separate bill, an infrastructure plan that costs $1 trillion. That one has already passed the Senate and is also expected to get a House vote later today.
Congressional Republicans have bashed the Build Back Better bill as a liberal spending spree, while Democrats are touting new analysis from the Joint Committee on Taxation, suggesting the provisions in the bill will help pay for it. Anne-Marie.
So, question, as we watch things unfold today, can you explain the timetable for today's votes?
So the timetable that we're hearing thus far is that the vote will be happening in the House this morning, and time is of the essence because, as I mentioned, the Senate is about to leave on a 10-day break. The House is out next week as well. The order of the votes today will be first the Build Back Better plan, then the infrastructure bill. Many moderates have wanted a vote on the infrastructure bill for weeks, and they've been very upset that progressives held that bill up over demands to move forward with the larger social safety net bill to have those go forward in tandem. Anne-Marie.
So even if the updated social spending package passes the House in a vote today, what are the chances it gains the support that it needs to pass in the Senate?
Well, we're hearing right now that President Biden is working the phones to get all of his party's support. So I'm sure he'll be doing that again if it does pass the House and it heads to the Senate. The Senate is evenly split, Republican and Democrat, if you include the 2 independent senators, Sanders and King, in the Democrats' camp. So every vote counts. And that's why we've heard the name Senator Manchin and Senator Sinema so many times, because the 2 of them are both Democrats, but they've been threatening not to vote yes to the Build Back Better bill once it does get to the Senate, unless they can agree with what's in that bill and how much it costs. Back to you.
All right, Laura. Well, we're all going to be watching D.C. to see how things unfold. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
So as we mentioned, the House will be reconvening in less than an hour to debate and vote on President Biden's Build Back Better plan and the bipartisan infrastructure bill. We, of course, will bring you updates as we get them right here on CBSN.